Did you know that you can get like 60 times to 1 return on investment through smart advertising? So I wanted to just break down my first ever advertising experience. So I'd be running a plant nursery, and we'd been doing education and consultations, designs for some of our clients. And I was kind of seeing a ceiling on what I was going to be able to do with that business in terms of the product side. And that was taking a lot of my resources, but it wasn't actually the most profitable part of the business. You know, selling a whole bunch of $20 plants, you need quite a lot of them to sell to be able to make a living. So as we were going more into the services, I was also going through some amazing personal challenges in my personal relationships with my family. And this got me to really have to practice and develop strong mindfulness, active listening, and it forced me to improve my communication, improve the clarity that I have about what it is that I want for life. So it taught me a lot about myself. So I then went off and did some training on coaching and started to understand about the coaching process more in depth. And I was ready to apply my permaculture design and my systems design with the life coaching, with the mindfulness and conscious living systems that I had learnt about and the processes that I'd had the chance to practice. So I was ready to start to work with clients. So my first offer was a free trial offer where they can pay by way of donation. And so it was nothing to pay, donate, pay it forward. Essentially, by you paying, then another person can also have this experience. So if it's of value to you, then, pay for your sessions. And I ran an advertisement on Facebook advertising there. It was a simple little graphic. I only ran the one graphic. I ran it to people who are into permaculture, I believe, and the ad was just that offer for having a coaching session that was free, that would help people use permaculture in their everyday life. And so I think I ended up spending about $20 on this advertisement, and I think I got about 12 leads in. So just under $2 a lead. And out of those 12 leads, I was able to get in contact with about 8 of them. 4 of them kind of just ghosted after messaging, and another 4 I was able to kind of book appointments with. 1 didn't show, and the other 3 I was able to have sessions with. And then from 3, I had about 4 sessions with 1, probably about 8 sessions with the other, and another one I had like maybe 70, 80 sessions with, so it went on for like a year and a half. So one was like a few months, that's like 2 months or 3 months. One was like, a month and a half, and the other one was a year and a half. And so that was my first experience running ads, basically. For $20, I was able to get the contact details of 12 people. I was able to reach out and get into conversations, reach out and get a response by 8, and get into conversations with 4, enough to be able to book them onto calls, and actually have 3 of them go into sessions and be able to practice coaching and do what it is that I wanted to do. And this was through the power of ads, because having to be able to find these people out there wouldn't take an immense amount of time. Even if I had to go to networking, I probably had to pay $20 just to get into an event, and that doesn't guarantee that I'm going to find anyone at that event that is going to be interested in getting coaching sessions, right? So ads pretty much cut right to the chase. It got me in front of the right people at the right time where they were ready to take action. For as little as $20, I was able to get 3 clients that I worked with. And that was my first experience running ads. So it wasn't that I knew what I was doing, I just thought it through just a little bit, and I kind of just winged it and went with the flow. I had nothing really to lose because, you know, $20, it's okay. If I lose it, not a problem. So kind of treated it as a bit of a fun gambling game, right? But in this sense, it's a game that is, as you perfect and get better at it, it's not stacked against you. It's not like that the house always wins. It's not like that the advertising platforms always wins. No, there's businesses that win as well. So it's kind of, you can develop this win-win relationship. Sure, there's lots of advertisers who aren't successful, and that's because they're not following data-driven systems. But if you're following data-driven systems, advertising is an amazing way for you to get in front of your ideal prospects and present your offer, get known as a brand. So even if people don't click, they're still being shown it. You're still turning up in their feed. And then for the ones that do click, you're getting their contact details. So even if they're not ready to purchase just yet, you can still talk to them later on. And a few of them are ready to purchase. So you can just keep recycling your same ad spend over and over and over. And if you do it smartly, it's some of the best return on investment in the shortest amount of time. So that was my first experience with running Facebook ads. If you've got experience running ads, let me know what your first experience was. Did you have a big budget, small budget? Who were you targeting, and how successful was that campaign for you? It would be interesting to see your experiences. Thanks for listening. My name's Joshua Van Veen. Have a good one.